Georgetown, home of the most beautiful town square in Texas, has come a long way since the Georgetown Heritage Society was founded back in 1977. Much of that transformation of the historic square and neighborhoods is the direct result of the hard work of those dedicated individuals who shared the foresight and passion for the historic preservation of this jewel many of us call home. Collaboration with the city of Georgetown was the cornerstone of the work of GHS, and the strength of that relationship continues today. From the inception of the History and Visitors Information Center to quilt and antique shows, home tours, and historic publications, GHS has impacted the city for visitors and residents alike.
What we now call Grace Heritage Center was built as Grace Episcopal Church in 1881 for a total cost of $2,186. The population of Georgetown at that time was about 600. The architectural style is Carpenter Gothic with a Norman-style bell tower. Original interior features include the scissor trusses, longleaf pine floors, pews, and the altar. The stained glass windows over the altar were given in the 1930s. Electricity was installed in 1910, and gas replaced the coal stove in 1928. A brass bell was installed in the bell tower in the 1950s, and visiting children love to pull the rope to ring it today. The church remained where it was built until 1955, when the bishop had it moved 1 mile east to be across the street from Southwestern University in the hope that more Southwestern students would attend services. In 1992, it was moved to this location at 9th and Main, which is just a block from where it had originally been built over 100 years before. The Episcopal Diocese gave the historic church to the city of Georgetown, and it's now home to the Heritage Society. It's a perfect example of a historic landmark being preserved for current use.
So I was asked to talk a little bit about what downtown Georgetown was like at the beginning of the Main Street project. And thinking back, I think you could say that downtown was striking and it was shabby. At a glance, we had a very impressive courthouse square surrounded by a largely intact group of turn-of-the-century commercial buildings. But these buildings hadn't been touched for decades. The facades were badly deteriorated, missing architectural elements. There had been some insensitive renovation to some of the buildings, and everything was in need of a fresh coat of paint. The early members of the Georgetown Heritage Society had their finger on the pulse of the preservation movement, and they understood immediately the value of preserving the historic buildings in our community and what that in turn would do for the community as a whole. The members of the Heritage Society promoted the ideals of historic preservation in a way that have had a very lasting and visible impact on Georgetown. You can walk around downtown and drive around Old Town and see the fruits of this labor all over town. And I think that Georgetown has a reputation all over the state of being this really charming, historic town with a very unique and distinctive sense of time and place. And the Heritage Society can take great credit for that.
My name is Michael Walton, and my wife and I are members of the Georgetown Heritage Society. About 4 years ago, when we moved to Georgetown, she and I were walking around the square one night and we came across a membership event, decided to go in and check it out. While we were there, we met several of the members and some of the board and decided that we should join. Since then, we've been able to attend many of the programs and social events that the Heritage Society puts on each year. As a member, you're entitled to go to all of these, and as a non-member, as a member of the public, you're also invited to participate and learn more, allow you to engage with the Heritage Society as well with the community.
Hi, I'm Amanda Parr. The Georgetown Heritage Society turned 40 years young in February of 2017. We, as current members, celebrate the dedication and commitment of those that came before us. They are the true trailblazers of historic preservation in Georgetown, and we are continuing their legacy. Today, as we embrace the next 40 years with a new name, Preservation Georgetown, we strive to honor the past and look forward to a bright future by continuing our community partnerships and our long-standing traditions, such as the annual Historic Home Tour, and embracing new ideas like the Preservation Grant Program and Preservation Fund. We are uplifting our mission to preserve and promote historic preservation here in Georgetown. Preservation Georgetown will continue to be a leader in historic preservation, and we hope that you will join us and be a part of our work.